You know what's more fun than shooting airsoft guns? It's breaking airsoft guns. And you know what's more fun than breaking airsoft guns? It's breaking airsoft guns you don't have to pay for. That's right, breaking an airsoft gun for free. So I thought, it's been a minute since I've done a torture test for airsoft guns, and I wanted to entertain you guys a little bit. So I went to the drawing board, thought, what can I torture test next? And I realized that I've never done a gas blowback airsoft gun. So I thought, what is a good airsoft gun that I can put through the ringer in terms of gas blowback? And I needed to meet a certain level of requirements. The gas blowback gun needed to shoot full auto, and that was it. I just needed the gas blowback gun to shoot full auto, that's it. And the first gun that came to mind was the officially licensed Tandemkross Cthulhu. Why? Because not only does it shoot full auto, but it's based off of the AAP01, which is known for its reliability, right? There's so many different aftermarket parts and upgrades and kits and whatever. I thought this would be the perfect gas blowback gun to put through the ringer. So I go ahead and call my boy Anthony down at Lancer Tactical, and I say, hey man, can you send me a Cthulhu so I can do a little bit of a torture test? And he said, no, I don't trust your little torture test. Here, instead of sending one, I can set one up for you to come down and torture test, and I can watch. And I said, hell no. You're just gonna beat down my neck, breathing all heavy, make sure everything looks all right, and try to control it. And I hung up. And then shortly after, I got a call, an angry call from my boss. So I ended up going down to Lancer Tactical to do a little torture test. And when I arrived, they had it all presented all nice. You know, they had a nice little table with a case of their green gas and their nice streamlined BBs and the Cthulhu just laying there ready for me to start my torture test. What's going on, you guys? My name is Cisco, and today I'm here with Anthony from Lancer Tactical.
How we doing,
and we're going to be doing a torture test of their Cthulhu gas blowback pistol, officially licensed by Tandemkross. We're going to be doing the good old torture test. As you know, I've done Lancer Tactical torture tests in the past, even Classic Army, but this is the first gas blowback torture test that we're going to be doing. Anthony, your opinions. What do you think the Cthulhu is going to do?
Honestly, with your test, I'm kind of scared.
We were talking about this off camera. The average lifespan that you can expect out of a nozzle for a gas blowback pistol is, give or take 10,000 rounds.
Yeah, about
right?
10, a little bit around there.
Yeah, but that is with semi-auto fire, not consistent full auto dumps. I'm actually really interested to see how the nozzle is going to hold up, because especially with green gas magazines, you guys know the cooldown is a really big thing. Once the nozzle gets really cold and gas starts to just spray into the nozzle, it'll become very brittle, and we'll see where it leads from there, but let's get started. All right, guys, I have our 5,000 round count of Lancer Tactical Streamline BBs. Of course, I'm going to ask Anthony to bring me BBs and green gas. And what's the gas that you brought today?
So we supplied you guys with our Lancer Tactical 12 kg green gas with oil for this torture test today, because I know you're not going to bring your own BBs and green gas. I mean, we're already supplying you the pistol, so I may as well give you everything else.
Yeah, but this is higher pressure than normal green gas.
You're not supposed to know that.
Okay, whatever. We have the magazines loaded up and gassed up already. I'm going to be on standby. I'm going to let Anthony do the first few magazines. We'll rotate every so often. I don't know. Gun should be in full auto. Let's just let it rip.
All right.
I didn't gas it up all the way.
Man.
I forgot to purge them. It's okay, keep going. Keep going, I'll load them up. When you're done, just pass them over.
Like
I didn't purge the gas, it's my fault.
Looks like they all need to be purged. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. See how this goes? That was a better mag. That went through all of it.
You're going through much faster than I anticipated.
All right, I'll slow it down for you. Let's see if we can slow this down a little bit. All right, now that they're purged, they're starting to get a little bit better on the feeding here. We're actually making it all the way through the mag.
That's right. There it goes.
There
That's what we like to hear.
All right, now the extendos.
I didn't realize how much
They're
5,000 rounds actually is.
It's gonna be a lot. Just remember, this was your idea. This is your torture test. You're the one that's running the show here.
Sure was my torture test.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Already?
Already.
What's going on?
There it is.
Oh, with the...
Oh, even better.
With the dumpy.
All
oh
right.
my goodness.
I'm gonna do like 2 more mags and then I'll let you get in on this, Cisco. Nice.
He is going through them fast. I thought I was gonna be able to keep up with reloading these magazines.
This is supposed to be a torture test.
It is a torture test.
All right.
This is a torture on my nails
All
and
right,
my fingers.
Here, go ahead and you do these
And
next
my
2 here,
dexterity.
and then I'll take over loading and filling.
Guys, while we are loading up magazines, make sure you subscribe so you can get notified of when we upload videos. If you didn't know, all social media platforms, including YouTube, really limit our reach. So you guys can help us by subscribing, hitting the bell icon to be notified of every time we upload a video, giving us a thumbs up since you're already down there, and make sure you comment what you would like us to torture test next, because I love doing these. It's a lot of fun, and it's entertaining for you, whatever you're doing. What is
Sitting on the toilet.
Yeah, sitting in the toilet,
Eating your beer.
eating your coffee, eating your beer, yeah, something like that. Yeah, do that. Shout out, admin. Love you. Okay, let's see if any of these have more gas in it. I'm running them empty. We're about 1/5 of the way through the jar of BBs. So we're loading up right now.
This is brand new out of the box, so it did seem like it had a little bit of a break-in period because she's shooting a lot better now.
Yeah.
Our rear sight screw actually came loose here.
You can't tell now, but the bolt was frozen over. You could see the perspiration all over that bolt from it defrosting. Again, it's like 80-something degrees outside. But the fact that it got that cold for it to frost over is pretty nuts. We're about 1/4 of the way done with the BBs. It won't stay up. Hold on. Okay. Oh yeah, you guys can see the bolt already froze over again. Let me lock that down nice and frosty. Last 50-round drum, and then we're gonna take a break to let it warm up and reload. So much green gas just spilled onto my thumb. Wow, that's cold. I think because it's just the little bolt here, really just super lightweight, it allows it to continue to fire after this many shots. My goodness. You see, guys, the way the thermodynamics works is that when an object gets colder and then it's rapidly cooled,
we have an issue
the
with that?
internal temperature remains cold still. And if you believe that, you shouldn't. I'm not a scientist. The entire back of that.
I don't know if you guys can see that. We are actually building up a good amount of frost on the backs of the pole. It looks like there's a little bit of ice chips. You see that?
That is.
As someone who's run a high capper for a long time, I would say I expected a little bit of this, but not to this degree. Got frozen pins.
The pins for the trigger hammer assembly are getting cold. I mean, all of that is metal too, so the gas and the cool down is starting to leak downward towards that. So I do notice the bolt is locking up a little bit, and when I charge it, it'll fire. I think that's because of how much frost is built up internally. It's preventing it from seating all the way forward. And then when I pull the trigger, the hammer has already been released. So that when I pull the charging or the bolt back and send it forward, it fires. Woo!
All right, and we're back, guys. We stopped real quick to refill and reload, and we're just gonna continue on with our burn test here.
Ooh.
That's gonna be a cold mag right there.
Oh yeah.
Oh, and we have our first real malfunction here. We have a bit of a jam.
Oh, okay.
Nozzle seems to be sticking forward. Bolt.
Oh, the bolt catch was engaged. But
see if you can give it a little. There you go. See?
Oh, yeah, it is stuck there. How do we?
Same
as APA one, right?
Yes, yeah.
It is so frozen. Yeah, that bolt is nice and so it is moving. Well, like we have confirmed that the bolt is able to move back and forth with a little bit of force. It could be. Oh! Run it!
Let's see what we got here. Oh, we have a breakage.
Ooh, what fell out?
Seems to be one of the pins for the internals here.
Ooh.
So this might be a wrap for this APO1, but we're still gonna try and see what she does. Oh, yep. Seems gonna be it for this APO1 setup. Yep, she might be donezo. Yeah. Looks like your torture test might have broken our gun.
Future Cisco here, and after reviewing the footage that we just saw, I think the hammer actually broke because I tried to force the bolt back into battery. So in the video, you can clearly see that the bolt is frozen over and all of the internals have frozen over even more because of the excess spillage of green gas. Because of all the excess frost, the hammer froze in place mid-strike, and that caused the bolt to lock up, right? And as we're clearing it, like trying to normally cycle the bolt, it was just stuck in place. My Chungus mindset just went to force it forward like a Glock. But yeah, I do think I'm the one that broke the hammer. But this is exactly where the hammer sheared off. It was the actual striker of the hammer assembly. Nice crack right there. You know, just located conveniently at the angle that I striked it at. Whoops, carry on. Okay guys, after having our tech take a look at what happened and diagnosing the situations, we found that the part that fell out when the gun failed was actually the hammer. The hammer just got a lot of the extra green gas spillage over, and it frosted over so much, turning it super brittle. It was just super cold, and that's what caused it to break.
I expected the nozzle to snap first, but I was surprised with the hammer that, you know, it broke. But you are aware you're gonna have to pay for that as well, right?
Huh? Yeah. We are going to continue the test on the original upper, but we pulled a brand new Cthulhu, obviously in blue to show the difference. We're going to continue the test with HPA now. Guys, this is a extreme situation test. We dumped about 2,000 rounds, give or take a few hundred, in like one sitting. This is extreme levels of firing. This isn't something that any normal person would do. It is just a test to try and break the gun, which we did achieve. I have already loaded up, I don't know how many mags these are, with an HPA adapter. The regulator is set to about 90 PSI. So yeah, we're just gonna full auto dump it, and then it'll be much easier to load this time. And by the way, we did start with a brand new bottle of 5,000 rounds. There's about 2,000 rounds loaded up, give or take.
Oh, and we broke something internally.
Oh, another screw came out.
Another sweet surprise. So that appears to be the nozzle screw.
Ah.
Yeah. So it looks like we have a screw that has come off of the nozzle. So that may prevent the nozzle from functioning, but we'll still give it a shot.
So you might notice that the Cthulhu sounds really sputtery in full auto with the HPA test. Well, that's because I had the regulator set to 90 PSI. Anthony had recommended that we set the PSI to about 120 for better cycling, but I told him to shut his little face up because he's stupid and I needed the tank to last. And 90 PSI is what I run my HPA systems on. In hindsight, I realized that my HPA systems are like fusion engines, not gas blowback anything. Yeah, That one's my bad. Huh? It's so many rounds. Okay, I want to shoot it.
Yeah, go ahead, get in on that.
We have so many mags. I can understand the reason why people do it. I don't approve it, but I understand it.
I mean, she's still going. That's good.
Yeah, that is. We were able to dump more rounds in the past 5 minutes than we have been able to with the entire green gas test.
Yeah,
just
green
due
gas is
to
a little bit more torturous.
Logistics. It's working.
I wonder if the people who designed this ever thought that somebody would shoot this much through it.
You know, that is very interesting. Double feed.
Yep, double feed.
Okay, I'm loading up the last of the 5,000 jar. Okay, up. Okay, we're gonna be missing like 5 or 10 shots. Okay, we're starting to run low on tank air.
Oh, and we had a catastrophic malfunction with another screw flying off.
Holy.
So this one you can see, wherever that screw went, this one actually is pretty much the end of our nozzle.
It was actually the
there
nozzle spring.
There we go, that's what we were looking for. So there goes the nozzle spring and the nozzle itself. So we're gonna have to take a look and see exactly what the failure point was on this. All right guys, so that little piece that you guys saw fly out was actually the nozzle retention screw and the nozzle spring itself. So it pretty much wobbled itself loose due to all the vibrations, both from the green gas and the HPA.
Thread lock everything.
Yeah, make sure you guys thread lock everything, put a little bit of blue Loctite on absolutely every screw here. That way you don't have that exact same issue happening. And we're just gonna go ahead and continue though.
Ten more magazines to freedom. I think it's just not enough pressure.
Yep,
Yeah.
Might be low on pressure.
Yeah, it's out of air. All right, guys, we replaced the tank. We have more air. We are almost there. One of these mags.
There we go.
One of those mags I did crank a little too hard. That's my bad. Thumbnail. It's a thumbnail shot.
All right, and the last mag.
I thought you were done. I threw the bottle.
We're done. We're done.
I was
That's
signaling
it.
that we're done. Okay, that was 5,000
it.
rounds of pure HPA. Again, guys, this is the same upper that we started with the 2,000 rounds of green gas. So it was 7,000 rounds. Some of the screws vibrated loose doing the extreme test of full auto dumps with green gas.
For this long of a period, that's insane.
Yeah, so we're at roughly 7,000 rounds. And if you guys would like to see us do a practical test of us dropping and running it over and setting it on fire in torture test fashion, let us know in the comments below, guys.
Thank you for coming by and doing this and breaking my toys.
And about the bill, yeah, there's a...
Can somebody go get him?
All right, guys, after that full torture test, Boaz painfully did the math and calculated the amount of BBs that we shot, and it totaled up to 6,969. Nice. Boaz, you did this math, right? Didn't you tell me you were bad at math? Guys, you can't make this number up. 69. That's the amount of shots that this Cthulhu ran through. About 7,000, as we said in the video. This is the actual Cthulhu from the video. The hammer did break, but again, I do think that is my fault, not the gun's fault, which means I owe Anthony an apology because I was talking a lot of shit off camera. I thought the first thing that would break would be the nozzle, as it is the most common failure point in all gas blowback airsoft guns. But it kept going. It ran through its thing, but I think overall it proved its worth. The Cthulhu is top tier. Hold on. Anthony. That's a no. Anthony keeps calling me. I think it's because he wants me to pay for this gun, but Anthony, I told you, I'm not paying for this. No, hell no. I don't care who you send. I'm going to continue to use this gun. As a matter of fact, guys, I'm going to do a part 2 of the torture test. I'm going to install a new hammer, get it working again, and then I'm going to put it through the actual wringer. Okay, you know, in traditional torture test fashion, right? Dropping it, running it over with the car, fire. So, yeah, thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for part 2. Make sure you subscribe for more content. Give us a thumbs up. Share this with all your friends. Anyone that's a AAPO1 believer, this only adds to the fuel. Boaz isn't gonna like that. But also comment what you would want us to do in the torture test. Let us know. All right, guys, I'm gonna see y'all later. I need to go hide from Anthony. Later, Mayo Gang.